you're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too. The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though. Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison. What do you want to know? Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
Chiki kun saltkap, Jona mulira pon Glupor kimba no kun nek lorcha. Glupor tong hit wanaji salkat agi inko tune Glupor mulira, chuna mulira, tong Glupor kipa non kun nek sit abog. Glupor yon tung chiwi ita, bola un chikne mulira Glupor, kon muli slimo pui wanga kun viskin. Glupor inpanik chalora kun. Glupor chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Glupor nibo jimata wipun nage. Tong abag sunsham u glupor ninong. Glupor tong hit wamaji salkat at inkotune. Tong kimba no kun nikset abog. Glupor pichage borang turang. Glupor wangki yumabat malyaw no wish. Glupor no una pangpa, mulira kongking. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga kun makachisa glupor. Tong abag sintshan glupor ni nong kili, glupor chiwaka aita kang kicha na selkat. Glupor nibo, mulira glupo, ni umsit, glupor siya. Glupor pampa ki mulira kun kin. Glupor chachopa si chawa wish kun kun. Glupor bagra shak konti cha umyoman. Tangi tsalkat wamaji kun na. Glupor ag inkotune. Glupor no mulira chuna mulira. Tongpa no kun no nek. Glupor chachopa. Glupor bagwa shank konti machit Glupor nada chawa yishun kun.
No problem. Didn't work.
What? Gotcha. Simple.
Ready? What? You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me? Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself. Oh, well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything, and there's no way you can make me say otherwise. Now quit asking. 100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble I'd be having if I told you. Sorry, you're going to have to look somewhere else. You know, I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why I shouldn't tell you. Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest. Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
You, Jedi, I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunry and Alassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes? I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies. No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Welcome to Manaan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid. Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage. A beautiful place, Ahto City, a paradise on the water. But remember, within the city itself, the Selkath have absolute authority. They're a tough race, but fair. Obey the Selkath laws, keep the peace, and you should encounter no problems. I assume you received a visitor guide to the city when you docked your ship. I regret there is little I can tell you that's not in the visitor guide, my good Jedi. My duties rarely permit me to venture beyond the walls of the Republic Embassy. Oh, of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council. An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manan? Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first. We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Ahto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Firaxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back. It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do. There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way. Good. It is a very intelligent and skilled individual who can crack the matrices of a Sith encryption system. But there is one last method you should know about in case all other options fail. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first? Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information. Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base? Time is a critical factor. We cannot...
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh. Good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns. The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Chopa Jawa Wisium Kun. Chiwi Aita Katon. The Hupa Botania go GGPT. Čas kronky do pacnemo. Gino molirani bubo.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet. The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now? While the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion, we have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while. What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch. Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback. It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then? Hey you, wake up. Someone wants to talk to you.
Boy, what do you want? You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic. There's nothing you can do to me, Jedi, that the Sith wouldn't do worse. I'm not afraid of you.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
Never. I am Sith. I will never betray them. Your Republic is weak, and will soon fall at any rate. You think me weak enough to give in to false promises of wealth and riches? The Sith are stronger than that. We will have it all eventually anyway. Or, what do you want? Tila? How did you find out about her? Ha! You couldn't have her. You're bluffing, Jedi scum! You think bribes will work? You must be dumber than I thought to think that a Sith would join the losing side just for credits. Do whatever you want. I know you will fail. My fellow Sith are probably even now trying to free me. What companion?
Gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
He wouldn't talk. Or has he already? No.
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
The Sith are not that easy to fool. We would see through your petty deceptions and destroy you for the way you try to humiliate us. Nothing you could do to us would make us talk. We Sith are stronger than you give us credit for. Or, what do you want? Or, what do you want? Or, what companion?
course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
The Sith are not that easy to fool. We would see through your petty deceptions and
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
Ha! The Sith are stronger than... Nothing you could do to us would make us... Or... Tila? No, please, don't hurt her. Please. Ha! You couldn't have her. You're bluffing, Jedi scum. You think bribes will... Or... You're not. But... You think...
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
Never. I am Sith. I will never betray them. Your republic is weak, and will soon fall at any rate. There's nothing you can... Or... Or... What do you want? Tila? Do whatever you want. No, please don't hurt her. Please. You think bribes will... Or... What? Or...
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
Ah, the Sith are stronger.
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they will all too happily believe you betrayed them.
All right. All right. I'll tell you what you want to know.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good. With this pass, you should be able to get into the Sith base without trouble. Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base? Time is a critical...
This street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street. Hiding behind the Selkat laws. Typical Republic cowards.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good. But I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Terrace into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win this war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. and I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment. I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
I know you. You're the Arbiter in the murder trial. Ilasa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed Sunray to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here? You can ask, but I doubt you'll get many answers you'll like. I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed if the Selkath knew anything about justice. But the fish people are as weak as the Republic when it comes to such matters. Is there anything else? Who knows? Some scheming plot, no doubt. Hopefully the Selkath uncover it and ban the Republic from the planet. Is there anything else? I haven't the faintest clue as to what you're talking about. Is there anything else? Go. Stay. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander up to the embassy gates. But don't expect to get inside. I know you. Shouldn't you be prepared? Oh, really? You mean someone like you actually has some real purpose inside? Well then, what is it? Yes, well, I suppose you really do have some business here. Head on in.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here? Your passcode is out of date, and I don't recognize you at all. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough. Commander Gran, report to the security desk immediately. You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Yeah? now?
Sure. Ready.
Just die already! You'll never get me! I'll Take that!
How'd you like that?
You'll pay! Take that! Yeah?
What?
Yeah?
Yes? Ha! How'd you like that?
Yeah?
What? Uh-huh. What?
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 Huh?
Ready? Yes? Sure.
Warning, activating flow control may flood occupied chambers. Please ensure all...
What?
Huh?
Ready? Yes? Ready?
Warning, activating flow...
What?
Warning, activating flow control may flood occupied chambers. Please...
Sure. Ready?
What?
What? What?
Warning, activating flow control will flood this chamber. Aborting flow control.
Yes? How'd you like that?
Huh?
Yes? How'd you like that? What? Ready?
What?
Yes? How'd you like that? Ready?
Take that!
How'd you like that? Sure.
What?
Sure. Ready? That hurt, I bet.
How did you get in here? Wait. I recognize you. Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you. As you wish, my eager apprentices. We shall remove this thorn from Malak's side once and for all.
Ready? Sure. Ready?
Yeah?
Time to rumble! Down you go!
Die already!
What? What?
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. Sunry is... he's a cripple, and there's no way he would do something so This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith framer. Find the real evidence.
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the Warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls. But I suppose you know what you're doing. You know, the role of arbiter cannot be taken lightly. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide. I don't know what this must look like, yes. Yes, we were having an affair. I know it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to resist her charms? But I didn't kill her. I loved her. Please. I know I made a terrible mistake getting involved with Alasa, but I was going there to break it off with her. I did it.
but found out later that she was dead. I don't deserve to go to jail just for having an affair, do I? You have to help me prove that I wasn't the killer. Well, you know I was having an affair with Elasa. I went there to break it off that night. But I can tell you it wasn't easy. She was young and beautiful. But I love Elora. I knew I had to do it. I broke it off quickly as I could, and then I left. I found out later she'd been murdered when the Selkath authorities came knocking on my door. But let's look at the facts they've given. Elasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how much... Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you. Anything else? Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find anything else I can help you with. I want... Very well. Once you've gotten...
When I get out of here, you're...
I hear you've been appointed as arbiters. I started seeing Elasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her. That was a long time ago, in a war far, far away. He's changed now, settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence. Find the real evidence.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base? Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manan is the sole source of Kolto, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get. The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes Kolto exports. But a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manan anyway. So we made a deal. We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest Kolto directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since. As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain. I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our Kolto packing room and enter the sub therein. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts. When you are ready to explore the Hrakert Rift, enter the Republic base. In the Kolto packing room, there is a door leading to the Republic submarines. The sub will have a course to the Hrakert Scientific Research Facility. I wish you luck on your quest.
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama akitiko tune. Tong hitwama akitiko tune. Potong hitwama ji akitiko tune. Tong panokun nonek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba nokon nik yota. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami piusku chitanai, uchua penki, kopa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki ukoku, tong padokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki nulira kunkin. Kimba no konik yota. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami piusku chitanai, uchua penki, kopa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki ikotu, tong padokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no konik yota. Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune. Chuna mulira. Tong hitwama jikona. Tong ipa no kunek abog. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki inko tune. Tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi uko une chuna mulira. Tong itwama chikona. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tong itwama ji human akun ikatune. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami piusku chitanai, uchua penki, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki ikotu, tong padokun, nonek, chiwi aita. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami piusku chitanai, uchua penki, kopa na oto bokasa, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki ikotu. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, Kuyami Yusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Top Tong Hitwama Aki Inkotune, Potong Hitwama Aki Inkotu, Tong Panokun, Nonne, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inkotune, Chunamuri Ra, Tong Hitwama Chikona, Tong Kipa Nonkunek, Chiwa Aita Kan Kichana, Chupornibo, Kun Muliras Nimo Poiwanga, Tong Diska Dosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Kuyami Tong Hitwama Aki Inkotune, Potong Hitwama Aki Inkotu, Tong Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inkotune, Chun Diska Dosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Kuyami Yusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Chiwa Aita Kan Kichana, Chupornibo, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inkotune, Chunamuri Ra, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inkotune, Chunamuri Ra, Chiwa Aita Kan Kichana, Chupor Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha.
Ah!
You got any armor plating for my spook bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, Junkman. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Takom justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay taudonga. Mucha shak pangpa.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mok.
Let's